to do a cameo in the FNAF movie, right?
Oh yeah, super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh!
I said the thing.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
Amazing. Okay.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. Today's reaction is the Five Nights at Freddy's pitch meeting. Now, before we get into this, I should let you guys know that I don't really have too much of an attachment to Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never really played any of the games. My only real exposure to the games is through watching other people play them and get jump scared by it. So I'm not trying to sort of give away how I feel about the movie going into this, whether I dislike it or where I like it. But I just wanted to let you guys know, as far as my knowledge and as far as my experience with Five Nights at Freddy's, it may not be as strong as some of you who have played the games before, who have played all of the games before. So please keep that in mind when you hear my opinions later on in this video. But before we get into this pitch meeting, please do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Ryan George's link and pitch meeting link as well. Both are both great ways to support him, and a great and easy way to support me is by going right below this video, clicking all of those buttons down there, because I'm going to let you see future reactions that I do, but I also want the channel to grow. Without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. FNAF, bless you. Actually, sir, it stands for Five Nights at Freddy's. It's the video game. Okay. That has a large built-in fan base and therefore minimizes your financial risks. Oh, that's all you had to say? I love FNAF. Let's make a FNAF movie. Yeah, it's about evil animatronics, and it's very popular on YouTube, so I was thinking we'd get a YouTuber to cameo in this. Oh, yeah? Yeah. There's this one guy, super upbeat, talks about movies a lot, has catchphrases. Oh, okay. I think I see what you're talking about. Yeah. I bet it'd be super easy to get him.
Oh, no.
Well, we'll see. I'll give him a call. What?
Hey, it's MatPat.
Hey, MatPat. It'd be
MatPat!
easy to do a cameo in the FNAF movie, right?
Oh yeah, super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh!
I said the thing.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
Amazing. Okay, so we'll have MatPat show up and drop a little catchphrase. Okay, I thought you were... Anyway, what happens in this thing? Well, we're gonna meet the main character, this guy Mike. Exciting. So what's his deal? All right, well, he's gonna sleep, right? Uh-huh. And then he's gonna sleep some more. He's gonna sleep so much, he's gonna sleep for a big chunk of the runtime. Okay. So he has to find a job so he doesn't lose custody of his sister to his evil aunt. Why does his aunt want custody? So she could get like monthly payments from the government or something? That sounds like the worst money-making scheme I've ever heard of. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So Mike goes to see this career counselor guy who gets him a security gig at an abandoned pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear's. Gotcha. But he doesn't want to take it at first because it would interfere with his sleep. God, why does this guy want to sleep so much? There's actually a reason for that. See, when he was little, his brother was taken, so he's trying to revisit his dreams to see if he can remember details. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. And so that's why we're gonna spend so much time of this killer animatronic movie in the same dream sequence in a field over and over again. Maybe we should focus a bit more on the killer animatronics that people are gonna come to see. No, but they are gonna do some killing, right? Of course. Good. A little bit. A cupcake has the most action of anyone. What? So anyway, Mike goes to his place for his first night shift, right? And what does he do there? Well, get this. He's gonna go to sleep. Okay. But now there are little kids in his dream, so he wants to ask them questions. Hey, can we please see the killer animatronics kill some people? No. And then this cop lady Vanessa's gonna show up. Is she gonna sleep too? No, but she's gonna spend basically every shift of Mike's at the pizzeria with him. Does she not have cop stuff to do? Apparently not.
You think so?
What's she gonna do while she's there? Basically just dump all the Five Nights at Freddy's lore onto Mike, so he doesn't figure anything out on his own. Not really, no. Mostly just huge info dumps from Vanessa. Oh, huge dumps are tight. And eventually Mike's evil aunt is gonna hire some people to try to get him fired. How does she plan on doing that? She's gonna have them break into Freddy's while Mike's not working and trash the place. Why would he get into trouble if people break in while he's not on shift? Unclear, but so then all these people get killed by the animatronics. Thank God. And since one of those people was Abby's babysitter, now Mike has to bring her to work. Uh-oh. Yeah, so then while he's asleep... Oh, does Mike sleep a lot? He actually does. I know.
Oh, yeah, we're aware.
With the animatronics, because as it turns out, they're being controlled by the ghost kids from Mike's dreams. Wow, so Mike must freak out when he finds that out. Okay. So then along with Vanessa, they're gonna play with these things and build a little fort with the dead killer ghost machines. Yeah, they have a good old time. Then Vanessa tells Mike, if you ever bring Abby back here, I'm going to shoot you. Oh my God. Yeah, slight tonal shift there. Jeez, yeah. So now that he's been threatened with a gunshot wound, he has no choice but to leave Abby with the evil aunt. Not good. But turns out these ghost kids want Abby to join them, so an animatronic goes to the house and kills the aunt. How does the animatronic get to the house? Well, they leave in a taxi, so we can safely assume he took a taxi there as well. With what money? Hey, shut up. And also Mike gets attacked. When? While he was asleep. I probably should have been able to guess
Yeah.
So Vanessa's gonna help him with his injuries and dump some more info on him. What's she gonna dump this time? Well, turns out she's the daughter of a serial killer named William Afton, who killed Mike's brother and 5 kids whose bodies he put in animatronic suits. Oh my god. Yeah, so she tells him that Abby's in danger because somehow her dad controls these ghosts. How? I just told you, somehow.
Somehow,
Okay, why
some
didn't
way.
Vanessa warn him before? Well, she says she did try to warn him, just in her own way. Did she, though? Not really, no. So then there's gonna be a big showdown at Freddy's, and you know who William Afton turns out to be? I'm guessing the career counselor guy? What? Yeah, how'd you guess that? Well, you only really introduced like one other adult
he's only other
That's a
character.
good point. So yeah, it's him, and then he stabs his own daughter. Oh, jeez. So then Abby draws a picture for the ghost kids explaining that this guy killed them, so they turn on him. So he can't control them anymore because of that. So then they fatally wound him, and he's gonna be like, I always come back. What the hell's he talking about? Well, fans of the games will understand. It's a thing. So to people who haven't played the games, that's just kind of nonsensical. Exactly. So then Vanessa goes into a coma, and Mike brings her to the hospital. Wow. And so then that's about it. Abby and Mike go about their normal lives together. Okay. Isn't the aunt's dead body still at the house? Yeah. And Mike
Yeah,
just
I've never
brought
really
a cop with a
explained
stab
that.
wound to a hospital. He's gonna be a prime suspect
Yes.
in lots of stuff. Yeah, hey, look, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about that, okay? They're happy now, forever after.
Sure,
Okay,
yeah,
let me get off
sure.
of that thing. And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, listen, I mean, it sounds like a lot of sleeping. Yeah, but the name
Lots of
FNAF
sleeping.
is gonna get butts and seats, trust me. I don't know. Type FNAF into YouTube and sort by view count. Oh my God, we're gonna be rich.
Yeah, they did make a lot of money. When I was going into this, I didn't really understand how they were making a movie out of this, because from my knowledge of Five Nights at Freddy's, the game is you sit in the chair, and as the nights go on, you know, spooks and more things begin to happen. You know, the power begins to fail, you gotta close this, you gotta look at that camera, you gotta look at that camera. There was a little bit of that in this movie, but I didn't really understand how they were going to make that a thing. I thought maybe they were gonna kind of do something similar, right? To where they show this guy who's down on his luck and he has to work at this place, because why else would you work at a place full of killer robots outside of, you know, you having to do so? But they didn't really get too much into that here, and that's kind of where the stuff that I like kind of ends. We saw the dream sequence over and over and over again. It got progressively longer, but I wish the things that got progressively longer and progressively harder was him actually watching the animatronics and him actually watching them get more and more aggressive, and it be them versus him rather than them sort of like, I guess, like at that point, like teaming up with them and only attacking the intruders and only. Well, I guess they did try to, because they did try to kill his sister, they did try to kill him at one point, but that was at the very final night. The very final night. Because I think you can still tell the story that the guy, you know, down on his luck, he needs to work for a specific purpose, which, you know, could still work with the sister, right, with keeping custody of the sister, and you could still work it out to where, like, okay, he's working nights. He can't work nights, but he has to work nights. Necessarily have to sort of find out every single bit about the lore in the first movie, because, you know, you had the middle credits scene, and then you had the sort of added credits thing to where I forget which one it was. It says something about like see you next time or something like that, to where implying that there's going to be more movies. You could tell that lore, you can go further into that in the second movie and make the first movie more about him sort of finding out everything on his own, these things hunting after him, but then for some reason they just shut off when 6 a.m. hits, when his shift ends, and they just sort of go back, but he continues to have to work there for the purpose of having to keep his sister. I think it would have been that much better. The scares would have been better. The kills, the scares and kills were pretty decent, I thought, but I felt like they could have been better if, like, you have that paranoia sitting in when you're working, when you're like, because you get that during the game, right? So why not have the main character sort of feel that like we were feeling that from watching these gameplays or actually playing it yourself. Feel like if they followed a little bit more of the game, the people who play the game could actually appreciate it a little bit more, and I certainly would have loved it that much more if we didn't see so much freaking sleeping. So, that's gonna do it for me here, though. Comment down below. Let me know, what did you think about what did you think about Five Nights at Freddy's the movie? Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please check all those links I have for you down in the description below. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Cruising, Wolverine 310, Jordan Bird, Kester Kodich, Amber K, Raymond Wright, Roadrunner 1967, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, and Perry Warka, Fox Cacophony, Leo Harris, Morgan Page, Ania Silva, and brand new Patreon supporter, Christian Siebold, and I'll see you guys next time.